And if I didn't call you sweetness, and if I didn't call you niceness.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on the Powerhouse Radio station are those of the host, guests, and callers, are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show, found on the Powerhouse Radio station, can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or conditions. Opinions stated by various contributors to the Powerhouse Radio and its programming are not to be considered as endorsed by the Powerhouse Radio station. Visitors are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusion. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind.
Greetings, man. We are super duper super. You might as well just call with the late crew. You might as well just call us the late crew, the respecter.
Always.
Always. We just might as well call
always on time.
Always on time. Not happen before the time, and so them say.
Right.
You understand? That's what we're talking about. That happens before the time. So that's it. We're on time. And yes, we had a serious meeting going on, so we had to deal with that. But greetings to each and every one. We want to thank you for joining us. So yet another Reasoning Thursday. And yeah, we were gonna pick up a little bit from the topic of last week. And I have two sisters that are asking me to hold off on the conversation in regards to last week. Sister Zephyr saying we have to send our prayers over to Sister Zephyr. Her aunt is not doing real well, and she had to fly out to deal with that situation. So my sister, we definitely
with you. Yes.
have you in our prayer. Mama Hassett has a situation that she's dealing with as well, and they both want to touch into this Moore's topic in regards to our reasoning last week Thursday, and it had gotten really hot. We just also, before I even go further, we want to big up to all of our sisters and brotherly stations. Victoria's 89.1, massive shouts to you. Want to say big shouts to You Choose Radio, DJ VJ Smiles, along with Ross Dougal. Want to say big shouts to you all over there. Want to say big shouts to each and everyone listening to us via our website at www.dapowerhouseradio.com. Also, listening via the telephone lines at 667-930-9036. And all of the other outlets, our TuneIn app. Want to say massive shouts to you. We just want to thank you for tuning in, as we continue to reason upon reasoning upon reasoning. Yeah, man, there's so much to reason about. But before we go any further, Queen and the Respecter, large up on us listener.
Blessings. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome once again. God bless you all, as always.
All right. Listen, I'm not showing my face today. I'm not together.
Hey, Wall.
I'm not together. You know what I mean? I'm not fully there. I'm halfway there. So I guess I just half it. How about that? I just half it. Yeah, I just halfway there.
So now the world know why you're late.
So, for the respect, are you showing your face?
I'm doing what I know I have no business doing. No.
You just left.
No respect her.
Eh?
I'm doing what I don't have no business doing. No?
Well, are your business?
It is my business. Listen, let me tell you all, man. Picking up a little bit of our last reasoning. As I stated, once again, we were asked to hold off until next week. So did you all want to hold off until next week, or did you all want to dive right into it?
Hold
No,
up.
that's fine. Next week is fine.
Okay. So we're gonna hold up because I also want to hold up because I really want to hear what these sisters have to say in
Mm.
regards to that topic because it was a hot topic at the end of the
It
program,
was. It
and
really
it
was.
really ended on a very very hot note. And the Moors came into it, which we were supposed to be reasoning on the connection with the Moors and the Muslims. And you know what? I needed to review as well the topic to figure out how did we even get there, because that last week reasoning just went all around the place, and I don't even know how we ended up there. You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
it just ended up right there,
You
and
can always blame Queen, you know?
you can always blame Queen, though. Yeah,
You don't blame me?
yeah, because you know what I mean. Yes,
That's that lady. That is the respected topic. Anything having to do with relationships
you
and
know what.
others.
You know what? I'm starting to really believe that people are listening. Persons, other bloggers and other programs are listening because since we've done the prenup topic, I've saw three other programs came up with the prenup topic.
I saw one of them too.
You saw one of them too, the respecter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I saw the three. I was like, wait a minute. These the people, it seemed like they piggybacking off of us. And then not only that, there was one about cheating, and they piggyback
Yeah,
off of that one. And
yeah.
I mean, I'm like, okay, it's all right. It's not just now,
That means we're
but
doing good.
it's not just now this
That means
happening.
we're bringing the information out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is not just know that it's happening, but it's just know that I'm mentioning it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You know, I
yeah.
gotta turn off this camera because I look weird.
No, man,
I look
you
I
look
look
classy.
I look original. Man,
Yeah.
big ups to each and every one. Man, so I want to know your opinion. We're gonna reason on this. Andrew with his censorship and what's going on
Mm.
with the bloggers and the censorship business with the bloggers on them things there. We're gonna hit Haiti in the mix. Um we need to hit about just a snippet about the DDP. And the DDP of Jamaica. All right. And first cousins. Yeah, I think that's
That's
we're
a
gonna talk about
taboo.
that
Mhm.
and what's going on. And we always end up coming back to mental health.
Mental
You
health
know what?
and
And
relationship.
relationship. Blessings to you, Donna.
Mhm.
Donna says greetings all.
No,
Blessings
Donna.
Greetings,
to you,
Donna.
Sister Donna. Um, and we want to talk a little bit about the police officer with the with that woman in Jamaica
The parent, the
and the
mother. Mhm.
parent, the mother in Jamaica.
Mhm.
We want to touch a little
Mhm.
bit of that as well. So, um,
And the math teacher lady. the
what Matt teacher?
the math teacher in St. Elizabeth, hanging up the chicken and all the other stuff.
Oh,
The live chicken.
but that's where I came from and said it brings us back to mental health.
Okay, yeah, because it really, well, they don't think so, but anyway, we'll discuss it.
Yeah, but yeah, there's some persons. Well, we'll discuss as you said. So why don't we just dive into that one and get that one
Okay, I'll
Y'all
get it
want to
up
dive
with.
into that one and get that one out the way, the respecter?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this teacher in St. Elizabeth, and some was saying that because she was not paid, they did
Mm-hmm.
not pay her, that she went, she said she's gonna cast voodoo or whatsoever
Mm-hmm.
on the so she went around throwing dust or whatever, and then have a live chicken and hanging it on things, hanging it on a string, and doing all sorts of stuff in the schoolyard. Um,
With the
with
children,
well, that's what I was gonna say.
terrifying
It's
them.
it's
Mm-hmm.
it's very, yeah. That's real. You, because you spoke Queen, you just threw my mind to the left and you
I'm
explained
sorry. I'm sorry. I
um
apologize.
traumatize traumatizing the children, you
Mm-hmm.
know, with the act that she performed. But go ahead. You wanted to speak on it, so go ahead.
No, I was just saying that these things shouldn't be done in front of children. I understand if this is part of the African culture, then that is fine, and you practice it wherever you practice it, but not in the setting where there are children, and not just one or two kids. There were several children there, and one of the parents, he commented where he said his child was terrified. It was too traumatic for that child. And who knows how many others it has affected, like it affected his child. You know what I mean? And that's something deep, to see somebody going around and doing that, and putting up a live chicken by the neck, hanging on other things she had hung up, because I was looking at the video and she had some other things she was hanging up, from strings on
But
the
is
tree.
is that
And I
is
said,
go ahead.
yeah. And I said, now this is, I understand you wasn't paid for 5 months. You worked for 5 months and were not paid. But this is something I think you should have taken up with administration, or take up with the government or someone, and not let your beliefs or your frustration trickle out on these children.
But suppose she did take all of that up with the administration, and there were comments being made that it had nothing to do with that. She just had a mental breakdown at that point, and that is what she chose. That's how she dealt with it. Mental health comes right back to mental health once again.
Mental health, yeah,
um you
yeah.
know if
Hmm.
because even if they owed you 5 months of mark rent, I mean pay, which that would make anybody go mad, especially if they have bills, and the little
Responsibilities,
and the
yeah.
little bit of
Hmm.
twopence that these teachers are getting, in Jamaica. That will send anybody overboard, over the limit. So, I mean, but it's,
And that show you that we need better governing government in Jamaica.
yeah, it's something to think about. But it comes back to mental health, that
Hmm.
you are going to do that, something like that. Let's say it is about a check. Let's say it is about a 2 months back paycheck, and you didn't lose your mind. You had to have lost your mind to have done something like that in front of these children, to traumatize the same children that you teach. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that brings
Yeah.
me to my conclusion, that is something with mental health, versus it's just being based off of
Yeah.
a paycheck. The respecter?
Yeah, because if she wasn't paid, other teacher weren't paid either, and they weren't, acting. So it has to be mental health, a breakdown. She had a breakdown, you
Yeah.
know.
The respecter? You want to touch?
Every woman should have a father or a brother or a uncle or a boyfriend who can stand up for her. After 1 month, are you going to a second month of not getting paid? No matter what job it is, me not continue. And if them realize that them not pay people and then still are going, everybody needs to come together and go mad. But go mad in a sensible way. March as a group,
Yeah.
get some raw meat and spread it around the building. But the drunk of them come. Are the best way to deal with government.
But would that not be traumatizing to the children as well?
I said
Yeah.
around the building, around government building.
Oh, government building. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Bring some raw meat, go spread around the building. Drunk love raw meat. Jamaica have no drunk rock. Make them held captive and can't move.
You always put it
Mm.
salty.
And
No, seriously, man,
Jamaica
you
is
can't do
known
them
for,
things to
for not
people.
paying their employees.
You cannot pay your people. The people working hard doing them job. And them have to have borrow. So by the time you get paid, them have to pay back everybody in borrow from and trust from. You know, right?
Yeah, that's serious. That's a serious thing, and I'm hoping that the Minister of Education um
Fire himself.
is looking into it.
No, he need to fire himself.
Fire himself, huh? Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Because he know about it.
Yeah.
All of them know about it.
5 months.
Yeah.
If it's really true that 5 months going without, that's some serious thing right there.
You're
That's
still low,
a
lady. I'm
serious
sorry.
that's a
You're low.
serious thing right there. 5 months and no pay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a
And no pay.
serious
Can you
thing.
imagine all of 5 months?
Mhm. But it brings to me, it brings back mental health,
Hmm.
that it got that far for you
Hmm.
to go to the school, that you lose all your mind and senses, that you go to a school and decide to traumatize children because of it. That's an issue within itself. You know what I'm saying?
Was she
That's
looking for a
definitely an issue within
reaction?
itself.
Hmm.
Well, if she wasn't looking for a reaction, she sure got one. You know what I'm saying? If she wasn't looking for a reaction, she surely got one. Yeah,
I'm
She's
thinking
doing
reaction
she's
in
doing
the
it the wrong location.
yeah,
government. Yeah.
that's right.
Mm.
That's right. That's right. Man, I'm telling you,
I
but
thought that was just crazy. That was I mean, that was mental health because I can't figure a teacher who was trained to take care of children and to do for children and to protect these children would do something like that unless something was going on mentally.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Off balance. Something was off
But
balance in
all
her
we can
mind
do is
for her to
basically,
do something like this.
all we can do is pray
And
for the
stress
children.
do that. Stress does that to you.
Hmm. Hmm. We just have to pray for the children's mental health
That
at this
is,
point.
yeah, because
Yeah,
like I said, the father, he in the video, he did say that his child was traumatized
yeah.
by the actions that
Hmm.
she was
Jamaica,
doing. She was, yeah. So
Jamaica,
let's
something,
pray for
something
them.
up. Let's pray for them.
That's
Yeah.
all we can do. Pray for them and hope that she'll get paid and she'll get the help that she needs.
Yeah.
Because maybe this is something that was brewing a long time and you just take this to trigger it,
And it didn't
to
state
set it
what
off.
happened to her at, like if they fired her, they, you know, told her to seek mental health. They didn't elaborate on how the ending of all of
Right.
this came about. So that's something I would like to know too as well. What is the ending of
Mm-hmm.
all of this?
Yeah.
But
Did she get her pay? Stuff like that. Go ahead, the respecter.
if they're talking about her mental state of mind, they're wrong. The first thing they should have done is apologize to that woman. beg her for forgiveness, and then get her the help she needs. I pay a dirty drunkard run government, man. Pay a dirty drunkard. They don't have no heart. They're not exercising no decency, no respect for people. The whole of them are
Honestly, they have
useless.
an agenda.
They're raking in the
They have
millions
an
and
agenda.
don't want to give a dime to people.
Yeah.
All of them know about it. They could have stopped it. Now the children have suffered because of that.
They have an agenda, the respecter. I was watching a little clip where the prime minister, he done make it clear that Jamaica is gonna be like I forgot the country that they said it's gonna be like that. So he is doing developing. So every money he can put into it, he's gonna put in, and every investor he can get to put into these things that he wants to develop, he's gonna do that, and he's not thinking about the citizen. It's the same thing going on in Kenya, and I guess we're going to touch that topic later on. But it's the same thing going on in Kenya, and Jamaican people need to wake up and start smelling the coffee and start doing something about it, you know? And that's the way I look at it. People, it's people. They need to get up. They need to wake up and they need to take the challenge and let this government know that they're paying their salaries and they need to work for them and not against them.
Well, I saw a couple of individuals advising Andrew that he's a servant of the people because and sometimes I wonder if these politicians really know that they are servants. I think they all think that, well, they're doing what they're doing and getting away with it. So I can understand why they feel the way that they feel, like they are the one who's running the show, and
Mm-hmm.
no one ain't gonna say nothing or do nothing about it because nothing in all of this time have been said or done about anything, you know, because this censorship, that freedom of speech thing that he is now coming up with, Andrew is coming up with, um on censoring persons on the airwaves, on the social media, and things like that. Those are some serious actions that
Mm-hmm.
he is taking to try to censor people and make people not be able to call him out on what he's doing.
Dictatorship.
Donna says once they get in the position, they forget that they're working for the people. They
Yeah.
do. They forget that they're working for the people, and it's because the people let them forget.
Okay.
The people let them
Okay.
forget, Donna, because if we're not holding them accountable for what they are doing, then they're gonna continue to do it because we're not holding none of them accountable. You know what I'm saying? So we keep voting the same people back in. We keep
Hmm.
we keep adhering to things that they're talking about. So they don't feel like they work for us. They feel that, hey, this is their place and they do and say what they want to say. Donna says exactly. They feel like they
Yeah, we
do and
talked
say
about
what they
this
want to
last
say.
week when we
Yeah.
talked about the hospitals and the lacking of certain equipments and people dying from heart attack and all kind of stuff in these hospitals. They
Yeah.
don't care. That
They,
shows that they do not care.
because they're not held accountable. Donna says we act as if we're inferior to them. Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah. They run things don't run them. If they say jump, we just say how high are we to jump. We don't say, yo, take it easy. Take it easy. And it's
Yeah.
evident, is evident in, even if it's evident even with this police officer, because we're jumping around here, but we're gonna
Yeah.
get back to some, and
Hmm.
then the respecter, I want to hear what you have to say. The police officer, or the that was draping up her and draping up the parent, and the parent was draping her back up. How
Mm-hmm.
would Jamaica say? Well, before we get into that parent, the respect, I know you want to touch that with Andrew.
There's not much to say about that. It's just it's sad. They are following. They're following the wrong people. They copying the wrong people. You think that they would look at life and say, okay, my people suffering. We have more than enough money and resources. Let me do something for once to better my people. Make sure who are work get paid. And let's get rid of this minimum wage garbage. Them not caring one bit. So now the people need to not care neither. The people outnumber government. Unfortunately, the people need a leader who's brave and courageous. Somebody need to rise up and pretend to them a nanny and try a thing.
Oh gosh.
Because anytime government say a movement, then get freed. Without them bodyguard, them freed. But something have to happen for them to stop
How is
and
it
change
other
their
people and
ways.
friends?
They have to change their ways.
But
Because the people,
I wonder if something happened, if anyone's gonna really change their ways. Because look at the insurrection that took place here in America. Anything changed after
yeah,
that? After that happened, what did you see change?
a lot of people who deserve to be with them there, did they? And a lot of people realizing more and more, so them don't want to go there so. So then back off.
Ah, Donna
Well,
says,
this,
is the
what this
government?
brings us into? It brings us into Kenya, lady, don't you think?
Yeah, we can go into there, but Donna
Even
says,
though,
is the
yeah,
government?
people were killed, at least 12 people or more from, this is just what's reported by the Jair news media, that at least 12 people and hundreds of people were injured. But at least, like the man says, at least these people were fighting for a cause because of that tax increase. Okay. And in the end, the prime minister had to do what they're saying, what they said. He had to agree and not sign the papers because they went out in masses. If you see them in the street, masses of them. And they fire and they shot at them live ammunition, them attack shit, but they were determined that they're gonna go out there and demonstrate and rally for what they believe.
And you said that's what
And that's what Jamaicans
and
need to
you say
do.
that's what Jamaicans supposed to do.
Well, they need to do something.
They're not gonna go out there and stand and see live ammunition coming at them. Unless
Hey,
Donna
The,
says,
the
I
best,
I was saying, Donna said, if it's the government people.
the
Donna, we
best,
going there? Go ahead, the respecter.
the best plan yet. At midnight,
people died, but
Go
their
ahead, Don.
cause
Go
was
ahead.
heard.
Wait one moment, Queen. Go ahead, the respecter.
the best advice is when they're about to gather and have them business as usual and them plans and whatnot, and the door them lock. Everybody at the same place. That's when them need to swarm the place with raw meat and make the drunkard them reside for a while.
Hmm.
I
When
promise you.
people at this trial, Parliament them bun down.
You
They need to get some fright.
the respecter. You trying to have
Seriously.
the respecter. You trying to get the drunk or them kill because all they gonna do is blaze them up like they're blazing up the regular people.
You think so?
Yeah, they blazing up the people. You know,
No, they're not go. They're not
you
going
know,
outside.
1,200 people lost their lives. The respecter.
Them not gonna know say I didn't meet around the building and drunk them come from.
How they not gonna know? They can smell it and see it.
Them I got things that the drunk are come for them. None of them not push out them head.
I don't know what that's gonna accomplish, but anyway, I don't know what that's gonna accomplish.
you know, this was a drastic move for these people to make,
Yeah.
but it was organized because these people put it out on the media. They put it out on everywhere, every outlet they put it on. And these people turned out. They turned out. They had rocks in the street. They had burning tire. They was doing everything till they ended up burning down the car. They meant. And what? He had to agree that the people comes first and the people rights are heard. Now they're
So
trying to figure out how they're gonna do the economy, how they're gonna work it out. So one of the guys said they might have to cut back on the government spending. But at least the people got what they wanted. People
one country at a time.
but remember, over the centuries, that's what happened to our ancestors. They died for a cause. That's what they did. They died for a cause.
Yes, so one country at a time.
Yeah, I feel it for. I really feel it for the Haiti folks, and all we can do is just continue to keep them in our prayers.
Yeah.
And
These are Kenyans I'm talking about. The Kenyan people I'm talking about, not the Haiti yet. We didn't reach out Haiti yet. This is Kenya. This
Well,
is just started 7 days of war in Kenya. That's what they said they're gonna do. 7 days of demonstration and war. That's what they did.
yeah, but I'm not talking about the Haiti. I'm just um,
Yeah.
you know,
Keep
very
jumping in.
sorry. I'm just have to keep them all. I mean, even Kenya. I mean,
Yeah.
all of these third world countries
Yes.
that are being
Yeah.
oppressed and that are
Yeah.
fighting for freedom
Mhm.
and their rights.
Yeah.
I
True.
I
True.
just feel it for all of them, including Jamaica, where it's like they're treated as that they're absolutely
Second
nothing.
class
You
citizen.
know, they're
Mm.
treated as not even second class. They're treated as
Mm-hmm.
they're nothing. You
Mm.
know, So I mean, I just really feel it for them, and I'm hoping that something can happen where there's not so much loss of life.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
that I really and these are young people. Oh God, ladies, these are young people,
yeah,
and they just open fire on them. I mean, that's just wicked. I could understand they were sending those tear gases out, but to actually let off live round on these people, that's wickedness.
hmm
so what happened to the what happened to them?
Who?
The police them.
Oh, they had to withdraw because the president declared that he's not going to sign the bill because of all of what went on. He decided that he's not going to sign the bill. So, the demonstration is over. It was 7 days of it.
and 1,200 people lost their lives.
Quite a bit of people died,
Mhm.
and whole heap of them injured too. If you see them on stretcher and what have you, I sat here watching. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "God Almighty, how can people be so wicked and heartless for you to pick up guns to these young people and fire it upon them, sir? No matter what the situation, and all they did was burn down the doggone building. They burned Parliament down." And that's how they open fire on them.
Well, you know what?
Life,
You know what?
building their life, it's 12 life. Eh?
You know what, Queen?
Yeah,
Lady D,
Yeah,
this is just a start.
just the
The
start.
next group,
I think so
the
too.
next
People are going
group,
to stand up. Looking at this, they're going to start standing up for their rights. Yeah.
the next group know what to do next time around.
Hmm.
And
Mhm.
what is that?
It's going to be a retaliation. Remember, All those people have family. The hurt is gonna turn into something very dangerous. Somebody's gonna organize something bigger, and they're gonna have weapons to fight against weapons.
And I think that's why he decided to not to sign the paper because he's afraid of what can happen if this took place. I think he's afraid of what can happen because most of this was in Nairobi. Most of this incident was in Nairobi and part of I forgot the name of the place, but most of this occurred. Can you imagine if it was the whole of Kenya came out? And those were thousands of people on the street. So I guess he was afraid of the retaliation and what can happen if he had signed the papers. So he decided to withdraw what Congress had decided, because Congress had decided to raise the taxes and he was to sign it. But can you imagine tax on what percent? You're going to charge 1,000 Kenyan shilling where the people them can't even eat and don't have 300 to eat food, and you're going to charge car, tax on oil, cooking oil, tax on soap, tax on salt. You're going to, 3% on this, 9% on that, 6% on that. They were, telling you how much percent on what they're charging it on. So the people have said, no way, Jose. I can't even afford to eat, much less to pay $1,000 a year in a taxes for car. So they went out, especially the young folks. It was most of the college students and the young folks. You see one or two older folks out there, but it was most of the young people. They're not taking it like with the young old people them used to do. No. Them young people are now, hey, they're militant. They're not going to settle so easily.
We talked briefly last week about dictators.
Yeah.
A lot of these presidents and prime ministers throughout this world are being dictated to. I don't understand how black country would perform that way. They're so ruthless against their own people.
Mm-hmm. Don not on tonight. I thought Don would love to touch on this thing here. He's always talking about Africa, and because this is a deep thing. This is something I don't know who has been watching it or keeping abreast of it, but it's very interesting, and it's something that I think all black people need to look at and watch and see, and maybe even learn a thing or two from it.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna learn nothing.
I played out yesterday at the senior center event, and one of the gentlemen there was talking about it as well, about how they burned down the parliament in Kenya, and but he had said Haiti, and I had told him that I didn't get to see that, but it is. I'm glad to see that they stood up, and I'm glad to see that they made a difference. I'm sorry to see that there's so many lives that had to be lost. And this is something that I think we've talked about, even with persons being the next, who wants to take that throne, that mantle of being the next Martin Luther King, or revolutionary. Because along with that role, it comes life, a possibility of losing life. And in something such as this, and that's why I feel like a lot of Jamaicans not even going to go out like that, because of the fact that they don't want to go out in a hail they don't want to go down in a hail in a hail with gunfire.
But them are shoot up them each other though.
Yeah, but they're doing that based off of money. They're not doing that based off of certain rights, and that is the mentality that they need to get. If you're gonna do that for rights. Well, I guess they figure it's their rights in the ghetto, or in whatever that they're doing, that somebody violate them, so that's what they're killing each other off for, which is still not a right thing.
But this will benefit everybody in the long run. It's
Yeah.
gonna benefit, including them too. It's gonna benefit them because then there will be the government will be held accountable for the distribution of money and the money that is being missing. There's lots of money being missing in Jamaica. I mean, and if they go out and do something towards it, then it's gonna benefit everybody. Wha- You already you done bad man, and you decide in your life you to be a bad man, you must decide some can't dead one day. So I mean, the cause is real. I mean,
I wish
you
they have
know,
that mentality though. Wish them to take up that type
yeah,
of mentality and think
yeah,
to fight for a real cause, a cause that's going
hmm
to not just benefit themselves but benefit many
other,
others.
yeah,
You know,
others, yeah.
yeah, to benefit
People are
many
just so
others.
selfish. That's
It
what it
is.
is.
They are. They are.
Self-centered.
They are.
But
So.
I feel for them people though, and I send my prayers out to them. And
Mhm.
when I heard it, I did send out a prayer, for the injured and the ones who died and the families and the ones who are suffering.
Yeah.
Because, like they're saying, people can't even eat in Kenya. They're eating like $3 a day for food. That's what these people have, you know and it's got to the point where they were just tired of it, with these new taxes coming in, and they already can't eat. I look at it, they eating these what they call them. It's like roti. That's what I forgot the name that they call it. That's what them eating, and the greens, because them say the greens not expensive and they can plant it. Chemo wheat, come a wheat, they call it chemo wheat or something like that. And that's what you see some of the family them eating. The little something and then dip it in at the greens and eat it with it. And I'm saying, my God, come on now.
That just
So
tell
they
you
just
how
tired.
that just tell you how we're going backwards instead of going
Backward
forward.
instead of forward.
Because
True,
you
true,
know,
true D.
yeah, it
True,
brings
true.
you back to that's things that you used to have to do back in the days in order to
Yes,
survive.
yes.
When food
Where
was
you can't
rationed,
find to eat,
when
because
food
that's what I've
yeah.
watched a lot of these
Hmm.
programs, and that's what's going on there in Kenya, especially with Kenya, because I look at the Mongo and the other one. They're from Kenya, and they show you the life in their village. And when you see the things that these people go through and the work that these people do, and not getting the nourishment that they need in order to perform these jobs, it's hard. And
Yeah.
you look at it and you say, my God, they really rape Africa so bad that the people them can't even find food to eat.
Hmm. Hmm. That's serious. That's serious. Well, all we can do at this point because we, man, I'm telling you, all we can do is just pray for them.
Pray for
And
them. That's it. And the same thing going
I
on
don't
with
know if we
Haiti there,
can,
my
and
sister.
then maybe one of the times we just maybe we need to sit down collectively and talk about helping persons in these third world countries. Maybe do a
Uh,
drive and try to collect some goods and stuff and send
yeah,
them down to see if some form of way we can help. We can't help everyone, but if we can help a few, you know.
yeah,
Man, I'm telling you. But yeah, we need to put a lot of those stuff together. And maybe the
yeah.
three stations can collectively come together. The
Something,
Powerhouse Radio, you choose
and send,
radio,
because all the kids them, if you
and
saw them dirty and look, me say, my God, them tiny here now, them days
maybe
here, them
maybe
era now, the kids them look so.
maybe
It's
all
sad.
of maybe the stations and if you choose is listening 80 Victoria is listening, maybe we can get together and do some type of drives to benefit some of these
Yeah,
third world
I think that would
countries,
be a good thing,
including
lady. Yeah,
Jamaica. Maybe
yeah.
make something happen, shake and bake, crank it. What you gotta say, the respecter, crank it. The respecter just shaking his head.
It's very sad, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's sad. It is sad.
yeah.
It's sad.
It's
Our
really
Anything
people, we're people, we're people, and no matter what, those are our people, our culture. I mean,
and
God,
when you want one country putting so many billions into war and not food and
hmm
shelter
yeah.
and medicine, is
But
sickening.
like they say, America ain't not
That's
everything.
why I
Them
said
people trying
this.
a hundred of them. Yeah.
Queen. Wait a minute, Queen. Go ahead, respected.
That's why this. I'm turned off when I see these people on the television campaigning and like they're debating tonight. I'm not interested. Cause they're not fooling me. They're not moving me. They are the devil themselves. Devil themselves.
Yeah,
And they're
that
acting like they have done this for black people and done that for black people. There's no proof nowhere that they ever done anything for black people because black people still suffering.
Mhm,
Black people are still being hated on,
mhm.
despised. So they're all full of crap. They just lie so easily.
I was
And the stupid blacks who go along with them and support them and yeah, yeah, yeah. Why? Because they probably got a good financial life. So they side with them. But poor people, man. And I'm honestly, lady, I'm sick and tired of pray for them, pray for them, pray for them. We have to realize that by now we should realize that this pray for them crap
but what else
is
we
not
gonna
doing nothing.
but what else we gonna do? Tell us what we
Because the prayer not moving nothing. Because the prayer really and truly, you saying it, I'm hearing it, I'm in a position financially. I gotta respond to what you're saying by go find somebody to financially bless with food, something. So the prayer thing is those who are hearing prayers, supposed to spread out and make life easier and better for somebody. It's not we are praying God I snap thing and I send this one and that one. And I'm sorry what it work. So in other words, the prayer thing is asking somebody go there and bless that somebody, help that somebody, do something for that somebody. But everybody thinking that is prayer meaning God, you're praying God here and God make. Look how many centuries. Look at our life. Forget about everybody else. Think about from we born to this point. How long we are here these things. People are just selfish, man. And them still living in them old age and things instead of them got dead and take their money with them. They don't believe in helping.
and that's a definite no no. No
But they're
one's
in the Bible. They're in
that
the church.
nothing with them.
Yeah, they're in the Bible, in the church. They have two and three cars, and they just loaded with money, but they don't believe in helping. Like everybody made themselves poor. Everybody made themselves homeless. Everybody made themselves needy. I heard a prank this morning on the Steve Harvey Show preacher. Tommy's calling and asking for some money, for some help. And the way you treat Tommy, because he's not a member of the church, can't do nothing for you. You're not a member of the church, can't do nothing for you. It's God money. Whoever come and ask for help, you're supposed to keep. It's sad.
More than sad.
Mhm,
What do we do?
mhm.
That's the question.
You help who you can, I help who I can, Queen help who she can, so on and so forth.
That's all we can do is help.
But then you see, if we
Help
come
who we can.
together, then it will be even more. If we get a group together or something, and see what we can do. I remember when I had raised $10,000 with WLIB for the Ethiopian famine. We could do something like that, and get maybe a radio station or two involved.
Yeah.
What do you think? What you
Sound
got?
good?
That's something we can work on.
Yeah, something to work on.
Uh,
But man, we started out on such a sad note. It's like I'm
yeah,
I
we
I
did.
I'm so drained. I
Mm,
was
mm,
already drained because it was a hectic day. That's why I'm looking a mess. But it was a hectic day today. But this just took the little bit of energy that I even have left inside of me
mm.
because it's so draining that, talking about death and famine and hunger and abuse, it's just so draining
It is.
because it's
It
so
is. Well, let's
sad.
get on on a lighter note. What we want to do? We're not going to
But
do Haiti then right
but
now
I
because
I
that's
I
draining
it's
too.
it's 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 nothing but a but this week topic is nothing but draining things
Yes.
that's been going on for this
Mm-hmm.
entire week and for next week for we were to continue the Moors but we're which was getting quite exciting, but because the
Yeah.
sisters asked to extend it, we're gonna extend it until next week. But
Right. Let's go to the cousin thing. The family members,
that's
married
depressing.
cousins,
That's
and then we can
depressing.
go back to 80.
Queen, that's depressing and very nasty. How could
That
you?
too.
There's a that's depressing and very
Men-
nasty.
Mental illness. Mental illness.
That's depressing. Do you all know that there's that marrying your first cousin is illegal? Is legal in
Mhm, it
16
is legal.
states?
Yes, I saw it. The clip you sent me, I saw it.
How would you?
Terrible.
And this was sent to me by Kareen. Sent this one to me out of Atlanta, and
Mm,
stating that marrying a first cousin is legal, and Georgia is one of the states that it's legal in.
mm. Yeah, they're
How could
nasty.
you?
Right now, that's where them have the debate,
That's
and I
like
didn't even know till today.
that's your first cousin. That's your mother and her brother or your mother and her sister kid that you will go and marry.
It's
What kind of
against
nastiness is that?
it's unethical. It's not. That's not right. That's
What you
not
mean
good. That's
unethical?
not
This is
godly.
what they're doing. So the only thing I can get comfort in is if you're a third world person and you want to file for one of your family members, you gotta go marry them or bring them to the United States.
Well, I was watching a clip one time, and it was about
Yeah,
a
the
couple
respect.
that got married to her cousin. But the thing is, she did not know it was her cousin, and
But they had
she was
children.
debating to divorce him or to stay with him, and she decided she was gonna stay with him because they had so much they did together, so
And they
much
had
years
children.
together, and
I think if it's the same one, they had children. The
chill.
respecter,
Yeah, they had,
you
yeah,
look
yeah.
so
Mhm. Yes.
disgusted. What
Mhm.
what what what's your
But she didn't
thoughts?
know until they didn't know until they found out after they got
I've never
all of
even
that.
knew that in Atlanta in Atlanta here. How
It's
could
Yeah, and
you
that's
marry?
why family
Imagine
reunions are important.
imagine even if you had tried to get them papers and thing. You have to still kiss the bride
Not
and
sleep with
kiss the
him.
groom.
Not sleep with him. If you have him in papers, that's fine, but don't sleep with him. You know?
it's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
but even if you're at the wedding, because you still have to show them say oh no together, So you have to when they say kiss the bride, you oh you feel if you go kiss your
Because
cousin and them type of manners
uh,
there.
but some people have no scruples.
The respecter.
It's unfortunate. But there are brothers and sisters who are married and having a family, and they don't know that they're brothers and sisters
Yeah.
because so many men have so many kids out there that don't know each other.
That's a
That's
that's
it.
a darn
Hey,
shame.
you see how far it go? Yeah.
That's a darn
Family
shame.
reunions are very important.
Well, the only ones I can even sympathize with is the ones that trying to give their family members some paper.
Mm-mm.
I say, go get
Mm.
your cousin from Wappy Kill Philip and bring them come. Why not? What the hell? What the heck? If
But
you, if
me
you,
must have to go say that person is my brother or sister. I mean, you must have something,
they
something.
didn't say your brother and sisters. They said your first cousin. They said your
Yeah,
first
but
cousin.
spectators say, but the respecters say, in what you say, you heard a brother and sister got married, right?
But
With the respecter.
yes, there's one that got married and they had like about three children, and they didn't know that they were that they were brothers and sisters. But when they did find out, it was too late. They had three children together, and family members they had to have known this. The young lady didn't know the guy, and they met. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of them being told that, listen, that's your brother or that's your sister, no one said anything. They got
Wow.
married, they had children, and years later, it all came out.
Mm.
Years later. So, I mean, like, this is real BS. This is real BS. I was looking, yesterday I had a little downtime and there was this thing come up say my grandfather is my father and my mother is my sister. That's the father. That's the
That's a
that's
mess. That's why so much thing are going out there. Only child, pure
okay.
mess, pure mess.
Okay.
The world is in a mess.
Is in a shambles. Is in a shambles.
It's in a
Man,
mess.
I'm telling you, you're in tune right here to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean, streaming live on YouTube's radio, right here in the ATL, and also Victoria's 89.1 FM right here in the ATL area. Hoping that you're doing fantabulously fabulous. Want to say massive shouts to all of our sponsors that are sponsoring our program each and every week. One by one, Kia, big ups to you. Hinkson Law Firm, big ups to you. Unique Total Care, massive shouts go out to you as well. Mystique Enterprise, yes, and Keats Renovations. I want to say big shouts to you as well. I know. Keith is gonna say, "Boy, you every week you change the name of a company."
No, you've been consistent.
I'm inconsistent.
Yeah.
I'm inconsistent. Okay, well that's a good thing.
Funny enough, we had do a platform in our backyard, pour
Uh,
concrete,
yeah,
and halfway through, 3 o'clock come. And rain come now.
exactly.
So we grab plastic and cover up and give God thanks anyway.
I'm not gonna tell no lie. I give God thanks for the rain that came today, the little bit that came, because I really needed it. I've been
Yeah.
having to use
Me,
my sprinkler system 2 3 times
my
in a
algae been
day,
acting
the
up.
way how
Yeah.
it's been hot, and even my watermelons are suffering. Man, I need to show y'all. Oh my gosh! All right, you all go on and talk. I'm gonna go get two things to show y'all.
Your grandbaby told me your guard, your bust your
I've
big.
got a zucchini big like this.
She told me she was
Oh
telling
my
me a little bit of
god.
all that you planted in there.
And tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers. My yard is just like flourishing. My beet stalk is so big. And let me tell you, I'm becoming like a farmer at heart. Yeah. I'm becoming a farmer at heart. Yeah. So
Good.
make sure that you all are doing your gardening at your home. Make sure that y'all
I
doing your
only
Yeah.
have
gardening.
pepper and scallion this year.
Oh goodness. Okay. And I got scallion out my yard.
Yeah,
I use
scallion
some,
and I have
and
peppers.
I have plenty, plenty. I have too much time. I have time everywhere. I'm mint everywhere. I, yeah. But
And you can give
it's
me a plant of it. I'll take a plant of it.
oh
It's
yeah, but
the
it's so good. It's so good to go out there and to pick and use your stuff to cook. And my cucumbers was beautiful. It tasted so fresh and crisp, no chemicals, no nothing in it. I'm so
Forgive us, folks. We had to change the tone. It was
yeah. We
too
told
too
we
stress. Too. What you
yeah.
say now? What was that?
I'm gonna
The
go.
word we had
I'm gonna go
used.
get. I
Too
want you
heavy.
all to see
Too
this
heavy.
zucchini.
It was too heavy.
I want you all to see this zucchini. You and the respect to keep talking, and we're gonna come back and talk about the police officer with the
Mhm.
parent. How about you?
Yeah.
You and the respect to start on and reasoning on that. Let me go get my thing and show you. So,
All
um,
right.
yeah, go
So,
ahead, Queen.
Respector, you want we talk about Haiti and what's going on? We can just throw that in.
Yeah, go ahead and do what you do. Do what you
All
have to
right.
do.
Um, well, remember, a couple of weeks ago, we told you the intention of the Jamaican government and the government, Kenyan government, and also the UN. The UN is the one that is initiating this trip and this humanitarian help, they're calling it. And before we did tell you that they were gonna go in and they were training, and there was some folks in Jamaica on a ship, and we weren't sure if that's where they were being trained. Well, there was a thing sent out yesterday afternoon that they did land. I think it's 100 Kenyan police. They land, and what they're gonna do is prepare the old area and for the people that are coming because there's going to be 1,000 or more coming from different countries, including Jamaica. Jamaica sending some, and I think they talked about some of the neighboring Caribbean islands like Barbados and what have you, they will be sending troops also. What do you think about that, Respecta, the Respecta?
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous, you think? Well,
It don't make no sense. It's
it
not make
is,
no
but you
sense.
know what? I like the Jair paper and what they were saying. Jair News. They're saying that this is a plan, something that was planned, right? And America have an hand in it. And this is America was the one that caused this problem anyway, and now they're like sort of sitting on the sideline and making the UN be responsible for the correction of their problem that they caused. So now these people are going in. There's already, I think it, what they said it was it 10 or 1,000 people? 10 people, at least 10 people. Oh no, I'm on the wrong page. But there's
1,200.
some people that was sent there. Yeah. Let me see right here. I have my stuff here. Okay. There was some folks sent there and they did land and they're preparing 80 for the 1,000 that is coming in, the 1,000 troops that is coming in. They're saying that the Kenyan police, they are equipped to stop rioting and to put restraint on certain situation that goes on in the country, and they have done it in several other countries before. So that's why they're going in. So they're trained for this mission.
Well,
They're
they
saying,
they needed to be
but
trained in Kenya when that riot broke out in Kenya. More than
Thank
just
you.
murdering people,
Right.
so too,
Right.
a murder, they gonna go
right?
over here to go
But
murder the people, and just like
exactly
they're doing in Kenya.
that's what they come into Kenya, Haiti to do. Look at
Right.
this
Mm.
big old zucchini came out of my yard. You see, respect that?
I
And
don't
look,
answer
You
that.
went out there
I'm
and
just
pick
showing
one,
you
or are you
my
outside? You
cucumber
Why would you want to show that to a man?
out of my garden. Why you mind so X-rated? And one of my peppers out of my garden,
mm-mm,
and my
mm-mm.
bell pepper out of my garden. And I bought one tomato, one of my small tomatoes, and I have some other the long. This is salad tomato. I have the other one too, the cooking tomato.
That's why you were late coming on tonight.
No, no, I had a family
No,
meeting.
meeting.
We had a family meeting because we're doing a family reunion, so we had to deal
Yeah.
with it. But why your mind so? Why your mind
I
so?
thought I just thought you would be mesmerized.
That's the respecter.
Queen, you can't see them. Queen, I'm said I'm gonna show this week because I'm gonna eat them. I'm going to be eating them this week.
Well, take a
So
picture of it and send it to me,
yeah,
please,
I'm
so I
gonna
can
take a
see.
picture and send it to you. I'm so
Yeah.
proud. Look at even my pepper, how big it is. I am so listen, people. You all need to do your gardening. I didn't bring down the time. I have time this big,
Mm-hmm.
and my scallion and my mints and my beet is coming up, and my potato, my sweet potato, my Jamaican potato in my plant in there, and some callaloo and my
Mm-hmm.
lettuce. I picked all of my lettuce. My lettuce is done. I need to go. I need to plant some new one
You didn't
because
bring me any.
I'm sorry, but my lettuce, I had to dig it up because the my fence fell and then the guy was fixing it. So I just end up cutting it up and juicing to get rid of it. I should have thought
Mm-hmm.
to bring you some, Queen.
Should have bought me some.
And it was so good. And you can tell that it's
Uh,
the good
we don't
lettuce.
want to tell her we
It
don't want to
was
hear it, right?
it
The
it it's the
respecter.
good lettuce because it was a little
You
bit.
know, hear nothing.
Here's
Wait
why I
a
hear
photo.
it.
Una jealous. Una jealous. Watch me God. My granddaughter picked about four of these. And she said,
And she
Grandma,
said she got strawberries from
oh
from your
yes, oh,
trees,
oh
and she's gonna get some more strawberries.
yes, my strawberries came up beautiful. My watermelon is coming up, my cantaloupe is coming up. Trust me, let me tell you, I have an awesome. The respect, how come you're not gardening?
I am.
Oh, I want to see what you're gardening.
I pick them every day.
I, pick a
Well,
thing. Pick a thing. But no, seriously, people, you all need to really start gardening. But this is the one that really shocked me. I got about four of these big ones like this. Yeah, so yeah, this is
mm.
zucchini, and I got my squash and those stuff. My squash I didn't pick them yet, but anyway, let's get back. Let's get back. Let's get back. I
Anyway,
I just
you know
wanted to
what
show you.
Spraga Ben said? Spraga Ben said, what kind of government would allow this, right, to get rid of some of us? Okay? Then create CM sex population, then create all sort of things to divert us from what the real target is. We're overpopulated. That's what's going on in the world. The world is overpopulated. They're saying, now this is a misconception. They're telling us this now. This is what Spraga is saying. They're telling us this, even though it is not true,
It's not,
just to get rid of some of us. You
of
see,
course.
remember, they have a world order coming, and therefore there are certain people that fit this world order criteria and some that don't. So therefore, they're trying to get rid of the ones that they don't really want to be in that world order. And
Mhm.
and I'm just saying that it
I
is
was
true what
I
he's
was
saying.
reading
What Brother Ben
something.
is saying is true.
I was reading something where the world population can fit into all of Texas. So we're
Yes, I was
really
hearing
not
something like that
so
too.
we're really
Yeah.
not overpopulated. It's just
Yes,
it's just
I
the
was hearing that too.
control.
Uh-huh.
It's just the
And I think
control.
that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
He
Uh-huh.
did a whole thing. He has a whole interview that he did on this,
Yeah.
Spragaben, and I was watching it on YouTube. And like he was saying, he says that they're giving us the idea that we are overpopulated and that's why certain things are happening. But it is not true. They're doing that because they have a new world order, and there are certain people that fit into their criteria. and certain people that don't, and that's why you see certain areas are targeted more than others. Certain
I don't know if
Caribbean
it being a new
countries are
world.
targeted more than others.
It's not a
Certain
new world.
African countries are targeted more than others.
It's not a new world order. That's been the order.
That's the order. It's not new, but to them,
That's
people
been the
saying it's
order.
new, but it's been there forever. From the white man want start slavery, it's been in existence.
Yeah,
From slavery time, it's been in existence.
that's you know.
Hmm.
Surprisingly,
And
That's why they
we
came
just
with
living
all
it
of
out.
these. That's why all of these diseases and all of these things is going on because they're
Yes,
trying to
yes,
depopulate the world, and it has nothing
yes.
to do with overpopulation. It's just they have a strict thing. I was watching a
Yes.
small little clip last night because I was up until 4 this morning, and I was
Hmm.
watching this clip while working, and they were showing this Chinese girl, and that left the country because she was pregnant, and they were saying she left because they have a family a children gap where you can only have one child per family,
One child. Yeah,
and
I heard that. Mhm.
because this young lady got pregnant and because she don't want to abort, she took the chance to go on the boat and to escape, and her husband also, but something must have took effect and she went overboard, but she was rescued, and it was really something else. So
Mm.
it's these world leaders
Mm-hmm.
that are making their own rules on what is considered to be populated and what is not considered to be populated
Lady, anytime you hear
population.
them having them conference, you hear the Genevieve conference, the this
Mhm.
conference, the that conference, that's what they're doing. They're plotting and planning. And it's always head of states that are in these meetings.
Yeah.
And they're plotting, going to those meetings and they're plotting. And the Jamaican government is no different. Because the one we have, we don't even know where his nationality is, if he's Jamaican or English or Canadian
No,
or
we don't.
whatever.
We
They
don't. We don't have
have
that one. We don't have that one yet. We don't have that one yet. The one you're talking about is Mark Goldman, and he doesn't. He's not the prime minister. The one, the Andrew is the prime minister at this time. So you're mixing them up, Queen. You're mixing them up.
No,
You're
no, me
mixing
not
them up.
mix them up. Listen, me just I say,
You're
I'm just
mixing
saying.
them
I
up,
know the
Queen. You're mixing
reality
them
of
up.
it, but
You're
I'm
mixing
just
them up.
saying they confuse. They
Since you
could
bring
try to
up
confuse the people. That's what they trying
since
to
you
do.
bring up Jamaica,
Mm,
since you bring up Jamaica, um,
mm-hmm,
the police officer, the police woman there with the
mm-hmm.
parent. I want to go to that because he didn't
Yeah,
get into that. Um, how would you say she handled this situation? The police
unprofessional,
officer.
unprofessional.
Why?
Need more training.
Why?
How you gonna call up somebody and bite somebody thing on your officer? How you feel blood come? How you gonna? I mean, she was so aggravated and mad at the woman. You shouldn't be that. There's something called I forgot the word I'm looking for, but you should be able can take control of a situation, especially a situation like that. You know, um, and at one point, I saw her going for her gun, and then she spit on the woman. That's not professional. That's not being professional for you to spit on the woman and punching the woman when the time they have her in front and you go see her and going up and down, up and down. So she's there punching the woman. Next thing you know, they see the woman lay down with blood, a whole heap of blood. Come on now. They said she beat the woman finger, the tip of the woman finger. I mean, that's unprofessional.
The
And then
respecter.
her partner was no exception. He was even worse than her. I mean, they need training. They need more training.
The respecter.
but it's that what you call it dirty behavior. They don't have no respect, no respect at all. They don't have no respect for regular people, and they want to talk to you any kind of way, and you're not supposed to talk back.
Mm-hmm.
And for no reason whatsoever, they want to put hands on you.
Yeah.
You know, it's about time somebody try to fight back.
Yeah, because
So
the woman
you
only
feel it's a,
pointing her face and she
so
slapped the
you feel
woman.
it's
You
about
shouldn't hit
time.
the woman. That's
So
unprofessional.
you feel it's about time
And again,
somebody.
there's no accountability. There is no one there to say, yes,
So
why
you
Jamaica
feel
not
it's
tell me
about
anyway.
time.
And I mean, I move them mad.
Queen. So you feel it's about time somebody.
Yes, you know, laugh after me. I'm rethinking it.
So you feel it's
When
about
I see
time.
these things,
Uh,
it make me rethink
uh,
my
so
decisions.
you feel it's about
Mm,
time, the respecter, that somebody
mm.
fought back. Have Jamaicans not
I
been fighting back long time? Go ahead.
I pray it doesn't happen to me, but I always kept it in the back of my head. If I was ever in a position where I feel like my life is in danger, I gotta defend myself. Me not stand up and make no man come lick me down and kick me down and do whatever they want to. With or without gun. So I feel my life is in danger, me I fight back.
All right.
That woman fought.
She definitely fought her butt off. Now,
Mhm.
I look at you. You know, I always have to be the one on the fence because I have to look at the two side of things. You know, and first she pointed in the officer face, which she didn't have no business doing, but the officer also didn't have any business hitting her.
Yes.
The officer went wrong there.
Mhm.
Second, you cannot pull on her hair and dragging her
Mhm.
like she is some hog to
Mhm.
get into the car. Third, what kind of officer is that they have out there manning even our children without no handcuff, no pepper spray, no nothing to assist in the situation. Fourth, what was that other officer doing there? I was
Mhm.
told that the male is not allowed to touch the females. Okay. Well, there should have been two female on the premises.
Okay. They had enough time
There
to
should have
summon
been two
another
female
female.
there and two male there to assist in the situation. She was totally, both of them was wrong. Because if the
Mhm.
police come to you and they say to you, go into the car, you're asking, what is it? I don't think I need to go into the car. Although it don't get heated because she hit her. I can understand. I can see that she getting heated because the officer hit her. But
Mhm.
still, you still have to go into the car and go down to the station and plead your cause there. The situation get crazy. You're draping up
They-
the police officer, the police pulling your hair. I mean, it was like some street fight business.
That's what it seemed like.
It was a street fight,
Unprofessional.
very
And the child is
unprofessional.
there saying, Mommy, stop, Mommy, stop,
This
stop, Mommy,
is
stop.
no, it's not the child. It's some lady was there saying, "Mommy,"
Oh,
like
I
she's
thought,
saying,
Mommy,
"Mommy."
yeah, I
She's
heard someone was
saying
saying,
to her
Mommy,
like,
stop. I thought it was the
"Mommy,
child.
to stop." Okay, but there was no backup assistance. There was no way to de-escalate the situation.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, on the police officer side, if she didn't want her to leave and to get away, so she was trying to show her strength by by horse tying her and pulling her in the car to say, "Hey,
Mhm.
I'm the officer here, and you have to follow what I say," and etc. etc. So they're both wrong in the sense that she should not have pointed in the officer face. The officer should not have hit her. Okay? Donna says they're raping people in the precinct, so people fear for their safety. Okay, okay, I understand. I understand that as well. But you still was going to, you still going to jail. You still going down there. So
Mm.
why estimate the situation worse? At the time she upset, the officer is upset. As you said, Queen, they need to
Yeah.
give them proper training on how
Yes.
to de-escalate
Wait.
situations
Yeah.
such as
Situation.
that.
They have that training already. That's part of their training.
But
They
so
just don't use it.
she just did a puff up her chest because she feel like
Yeah, them not use the
she
training.
is
Them go
the
through.
officer and they must follow what she said.
And
And
that's what
and
someone commented and said, you know. They said that the Jamaican police officers, they feel that when they are police, they feel that they're high up there and that anything
well,
that they
nobody don't
say,
have to say that. It's evident in a lot of in a lot of videos. In my
yeah.
experience in Jamaica, as well, is evident that that is something that they do act. They they feel that they are above everybody and everything. But my thing is, there's you have to de-escalate and you have to not escalate. I mean, on the police side and on the civilian side, because the more you escalate, the more the police officer is going to escalate, and the situation is not going to be pretty. This lady draw for her gun, you know.
I
She
saw
went
her
for,
with her hand
she
go
bit her,
to
she
the gun.
punched her, that officer. And that other
Mm-hmm.
lady, that the parent never tried to do, tried to
Touch
draw,
the
because
gun.
that
Yes.
parent could have been grabbed that gun there and shot her in.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at
Yeah.
that video, she could have been hurt that officer. Donna says you
Mm-hmm.
can't just tell people to get in the car for no reason. Exactly, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't a no reason. It wasn't a no reason, Donna. As Donna says, it's the same thing all around the world, but it wasn't no reason. She assaulted the police officer by pointing in the police officer's face.
But that's not a crime.
Of course, for them it's a crime.
No.
And then it's a crime,
For
especially
them
Jamaica. That's a
it's a
crime.
crime. That's an
Yes.
assault on a
Yeah.
police officer to point up in a police officer face. Hell, any
But for them to
female,
do that, that's so there's
any
no respect for the law
no
enforcement.
respect.
So how
There's
they
no respect for the law
They don't respect
enforcement
them.
in
Yeah.
Jamaica.
so
That's
how they
what it boils down to too.
so how the governor from Arizona find up in a Barack face?
Who?
The governor from Arizona and Barack win election the first time.
There's a difference between America and Jamaica. There's a
You can't
complete
compare America to
difference.
Jamaica, you
You
know.
can't compare
Jamaica here in America, there
apples
are
to
people
ackee.
that you have to answer to. But Jamaica, there's nobody to answer. You
You
answer
can't
But
to.
regardless, Jamaica and America
I mean,
bench and batty.
you can't compare apples to ackee and sawfish.
No bench and batty.
Listen, but if I was in the young lady's position, I don't know. Maybe I would have carried her the sail and I would have beat her.
you know, beat her. Oh
Because
God.
she
Nah.
assaulted me too. So therefore, when she assaulted her for no
Mm-hmm.
reason, for the reason of her pointing in her face, then you have
Mm-hmm.
became a civilian to in my mind, and I guess maybe that's the same with the young lady. In her mind, you have became a civilian. So
Yeah.
let's deal with this situation as two civilians.
I'm gonna keep abreast of it and see what was done to the officer. You haven't heard anything else,
Absolutely
so
nothing. I didn't hear anything from
Yes, something happened.
either.
what happened.
When she got back to the station,
Yeah.
everybody was laughing at her. So the girl beat her up.
No, that I know there's two police officers that came on the YouTube and was talking about her.
Okay.
and saying she's yes, I'm gonna send you that clip and we can maybe talk about that next week. But both of them came on and they were talking about her and they said they're police officer and they talk about how she was wrong and where she wasn't wrong and what she should have done and what she should have done. I'm gonna send you that clip. That came out I think day before yesterday or yes, something like that. But I'm gonna send
Nobody's
it to
on
you.
our
That
side.
that was too funny. I didn't
Everybody is
really
what?
preview it.
Nobody not on our side.
I know. Because it's not a
No,
sign to
they
get up
think
because you were totally unprofessional and you have no reason.
yeah, that's what they
You
said. She
brought
was
yourself down to
unprofessional.
civilian levels at that point. You're biting her. You say, hey girl, where you bite me for? I'll take her out and bite it back.
By her till it bleed.
Ah,
Like a dog. Like a dog.
So the young lady, so the parents say, um, the police girl, who you call girl? Who you call girl? I mean, you shouldn't even have went to you shouldn't even in an argument like that with her. And furthermore,
Mm-hmm.
you could have let her go and go pick her back up later because you
Yes.
know who she is.
Yes.
You understand?
Mhm.
You know she's
Yes.
a
Yes.
parent. She was a parent for at the school for one of the children at the school. So
Yes.
all of that is just is just you exercising
Sure.
your trying to exercise your
Authority.
authority,
Yes.
whom you are. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel about it. Go ahead, respect. I see
and
you.
then love to antagonize people
Yeah.
and lock up people for no reason, no good reason, not thinking of the consequences and what the person gonna go through, especially if they got a child or children. They don't know the condition and position financially for the person there. But then love will lock up people, especially when there's other people around. They like to shame and embarrass them and manang them.
Yeah.
It's about time somebody try fight back.
I don't think that's the first one trying to fight back. I think, but I think a lot of them try to fight back. But I mean, in this particular case, there was a better way to have handled the situation than how the officer handled it.
And she don't know a better way. That's just how she is.
Right. And that says that alone should let you know that she is not ready to be on the force. She's not ready. She don't need to be a police officer because she doesn't have control of her own adrenaline. And this is the outcome. You biting this
Mm.
person till this person bleed. You thump up her in her face. You thump her up in her
Mm-hmm.
face like there was no tomorrow. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Yeah, that's some serious,
That's abuse. That's abuse.
that's more than abuse.
Right.
Caller,
Mm.
Donna,
Yes. Good night.
greetings.
Good night, Donna.
Good night, or how you doing, Queen?
I'm good, my sister.
So Donna,
Okay, yeah. So,
Don,
yeah, like I was saying, that's the same. How you doing, Respecto?
what up?
And Lady B.
Greetings.
Yeah. So the thing is that this is the same problem that we're facing worldwide. Okay, so whether it's the police force in Jamaica or in America, there's something that is not right that's going on. That's why I said, whom are these government officials? Okay, are they real? Are they real people? Or are they some other beings that are amongst us?
There
Hello?
are other beings among us, straight up, because
Yeah.
Well,
the mindset, the behavior is not normal. It's not. There's no
No,
way.
it's not.
Bingy say is the giant, them are the alien. The giant them where used to live before.
You never know.
It's because
It could be.
He said, remember the giant them where used to roam the land.
It could be.
The foolish people when them are show you say alien, a giant. He said that's them
It's
build the pyramid and all them other things there.
it's not people. You cannot tell me this is a Space Force matter. And it's who are these people? Okay, because
They are
like
the
I said,
people
I
who
went to
you
a
invoke.
funeral
They
the
are
other
the
day.
people
My
who you
cousin
all are
passed.
voting
They look like us and they sound like us, but that's not us. Who are these people?
in. They're the people that you all are voting in to the office,
But
into these high positions, and not researching and knowing who these people are. So
you know what
this
it
is
is?
what we get.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I believe it's a retaliation because they fly to the moon and the stars and the planets, and they plant satellites and all sorts of things and disrupt their peace. So I remember I spoke to you guys about this before during the Nixon era when he said the heavens has joined us here on earth. Okay? And if you look at that video, those are not people. Okay? So that's just what it is because you disturb their sea of tranquility, which is the moon. Okay? And you traveled and on your Apollo space flights and whatever shuttles that you travel to these planets and stars with, and you plant satellites and pretty much you can see that's what happened because you did the same thing. It's like you did the same thing here on Earth. Okay, there was no water up the block from my house. Where did the Spring Creek come from? And if you research and you see what the astronauts do when they travel out of space, it's the same thing that was done up here, up the block from my house. You made a crater. You have the satellite building disappeared. That's why I sent you the article because remember somebody told you that,
Oh, you
there was
sent me an
never a
article.
satellite building.
You sent us an article.
Hmm?
You sent us an article
Yeah,
on that.
I sent you the article, lady, because remember somebody had made a comment and said something about what I'm saying, and there wasn't a satellite building, and I
Okay,
sent you
yeah.
the article that yeah,
Well, Donna,
because they lied like that, huh?
I'm gonna stop you because I don't want none of us to get disappeared.
No, serious. You absolutely right. It's not a joke. No, if he's telling the
I'm
truth,
not
it's
ready to
funny,
travel in
but
time.
no,
I'm not ready to travel in time.
you
Listen,
will disappear.
I don't want to disappear, not yet.
Don't discuss it, right? The respect.
Right. I don't want us
we have
disappearing.
we have 1 minute. We have
Yeah.
to say a river dolce to the you choose radio. They
Launch up DJ VJ
at 10. So big up yourself, DJ Smile.
Rasugal.
Blessings and blessings for carrying our Reasoning Thursdays each and every Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're gonna be on time next week.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, wait
yeah,
a minute.
Promise.
No, wait a minute.
Okay.
Next
All
week
righty.
Thursday, is that the 4th?
yeah.
Oh no, I'm we
Because
the next week Thursday we're not gonna be on. I don't
There
think
won't be
we're
a
gonna
show,
be on.
right? 4th of July.
Right, we're not gonna be on. We're gonna play a repeat next week Thursday because
Yeah.
it's 4th of July.
okay.
Which persons is going to say, why are you all celebrating 4th of July and not Juneteenth? I celebrated. I'm not celebrating anything. I'm just going for to go
My
eat food.
memory of my brother. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. My
Mm.
yeah. So I'm going to eat food and
Mm.
memorialize my brother on that
And with
day.
family
Yeah.
members, yeah.
So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Because all of
And
these,
friends.
all of these
With family
holidays,
and
all of
friends.
these holidays will mark me. Too much holidays, too much holidays. But yeah, Donna, you choose. Pick
Yeah.
up yourself. We're going to the victorious 89.1 radio. Big up yourself. Um, and thanks for tuning in, all of y'all listeners. We thank you all for tuning in to us each and every week. Next week, we're going to touch the Moors. Not next week. Week after. Wait a minute. It
Week
look like
after
so we are
next.
going out of
Okay.
commission for a little bit. We'll be
Yeah.
back. We'll resume programming on the 25th of July.
Okay.
On the 18th or the 25th of July. But we'll definitely send out the notification. All right, because
Oh.
the fourth is the program, the 11th is the reunion. Oh, well, I'm going on my trips for my birthday. My birthday will be on the 12th.
You're gonna get your groove back.
Yay! To the beat, to the beat, to the beat. Yeah. So we'll resume back on the 25th for Reason Thursdays, unless the Respecter want to be here and do the show, and him and Noni Juice do the show. Then that's cool.
Mhm.
All
That
right,
would be
and Donna,
cool.
the Respecter, Noni
And
Juice,
done, and I'm sure Zephyr might want to join them.
and Zephyr might want to join you, and Don might want to join you all. So
Yeah.
you all can let me know, right, the Respecter?
Yeah, let you know.
Yeah, just arrange it up and let me know, and I'll see if I can get the system up and popping for you all for those 2 weeks. So we're taking like a 3 weeks hiatus over here. That's our summer vacation, unless otherwise. So if you all see the respect of them on next week, then you know that they're doing up their thing. So
Not
Courtney,
next week. Not next week. No, no, no.
no, not next week. You're not going to. Okay,
11th.
the week of the 11th.
Yes.
Inspector may be back with the crew. Okay.
Okay. Keep me posted, Respecter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Let Donna and them know if you want them. If
You
you
didn't
all
hear me knocking on your door today?
who?
You done?
No, you did
Okay.
not hard enough. You gotta knock hard.
You keep on knocking, but you can't get in.
Yeah.
Keep on knocking, but you can't get in. All righty. But listen, we love you all and we thank you all for vibing with us. And when we come back, we're gonna come back hard because we're gonna really, really finish up that topic with the
The
Moors
more.
and the Muslims and
More, yeah. And the
what's
whites
going
being
on.
their servitude. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Uh-huh.
get back on that when we
That,
come off of this
hmm
little vacay. It's summertime. We gotta go on the vacay. All right. So loving it to the maximum. Arrivederci. Arrivederci. You want to say
Love
it
you
later to
back.
the listeners?
Yeah, so you know what I
Thank
usually say, stay tuned, tune in next week, same place, same time. Well, not next week, the 11th. Same place, same time.
All right, Queen.
Yeah, sorry we was late today, but we're gonna try and do better each time. Every day we improving. So just bear with us. We thank you for tuning in. God bless each and every one of you. And remember, just live right and just love. Love, love, love is all we ask, that you love one another. Okay? And that's what the Lord wanted, I think. You know.
The
Peace
respecter.
out.
The respect.
Yeah, if you have to defend yourself, if you have to fight back, don't hesitate. Do it. I know, ain't no problem. We're gonna be late again.
And I just want to thank each and every one. Look, this is my zucchini once again out of my yard. I left my squash and stuff. It was too much thing for me to carry down. And this is
Mhm.
my cucumber. You see how they're big and juicy? They're fresh.
You're
There's
going.
no chemicals.
You're going.
None of those things.
When you started planting, lady, because
I
those
started,
things reaping, you're reaping it early.
yes, I started in March. I start as a matter of, no, I'm
Okay.
sorry, I started in April. After Easter, I started my gardening after Easter. So when I figured that the last cold frost was gonna leave, that's when I started
Yeah.
my gardening. So I just bought these few items for you all to see, but I have my
Mm,
beets and my Jamaican sweet potato, the ones we call sweet potato. I also have
mm,
the orange sweet potato that the leaves are just coming out the ground. I have a whole bunch of
mm,
scallion, thyme, and mint, and all of these things. People, Go into your yard and dig up a spot. If you don't have a yard, get these flower pots and plant in the flower pots and create your own thing because it's fresh and it is good. It's fresh and good. Let me tell you, I ate some of the cucumbers for the last 3 days. I've been eating cucumbers. Oh, it is fresh and
I don't
delicious.
like cucumbers. I eat it, but I don't like it.
Oh, cucumbers. Okay, and my zucchini. I ate one.
Yeah, I like zucchini, but I don't like
I
cucumbers.
sauteed it with a whole bunch of other vegetables. One of my squash that I picked the other day, I sauteed that and some um spinach and stuff together. Oh,
Go on, girl. You doing it?
wonderful.
God,
That's why your bastard can't sleep at night time.
well, she too healthy, healthy living.
No,
Well, too
why
much
I'm
of a
not
healthy
why I'm
living.
not sleeping at night is because I'm working. I'm working. I
Of
was
course.
I
Of
was
course.
on some paperwork, and I'm very proud of myself. I'm only like half a month behind now, from 9 months to half a month. So
That's
I've
good.
been getting up 5 o'clock and going to my bed 2, 3 o'clock. So I've been working on 1 hour sleep for the last 3 weeks. And yeah, and I've had to do some morning training with some new staff that I hired. So
Mm-hmm.
I even this morning I had to go over there, and I'm doing morning trainings on transferring and things like that. So I'm just so these next 3 weeks, trust me, I'm going to relax and
Praise
I'm
God.
a good time. I'm going to have a good time, especially for my
Yeah.
birthday. So big up to all of the cancers, the
What day again?
best zodiac, huh?
What day?
I'm July the 12th.
12?
Yeah, I'm July the 12th. Two
No
Her
weeks,
wonder.
birthday is July.
2 weeks is my birthday, and
I
I'm
said
going.
no. No, I said no wonder.
Yeah, and happy birthday to you, Mama Acid. When it comes, all of you considerers. What you mean, no wonder? What you mean, no wonder? Wait.
Because me at 12 too.
You're 12 or what?
Mhm.
Me?
And I'm the 12th. I'm the 12th too.
Get out of here! You the 12 for what?
Yeah.
What you the 12
December
of? You the 12 of
12,
December?
12.
So wait a minute. We
Mm-hmm.
got 12, 12. We got 5,
Mm,
12.
Uh-huh.
that's
We
312.
got 7, 12. I gotta go play those numbers. And I
Play
don't
those
play
Hey,
numbers,
numbers.
yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
play numbers. So I gotta go play these numbers. So you know what? The 12 reigns. The 12,
mm,
12 reigns.
mm.
That's what
Special, special,
On
special.
your
special.
on this
Yes.
platform.
Yes, on this
12
platform.
rain on this
So listen,
platform, right?
big ups to you all and loving
Mm-hmm.
her. I'm going to after this weekend my vacation start and I'm going to have a wonderful time. So I love you
Sure.
all and I'll bring you all back some stuff.
A souvenir.
Whatever I get. Yeah, anything that I get. So
Alrighty.
love you folks. Be blessed. Be good to yourself. Be good to yourself.
Protect yourself.
And protect yourself and be good to yourself. And know that no weapon formed against you shall ever prosper. All right? You
Yes.
set back in
Amen.
tenfolds, okay? And you're covered and highly favored.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Amen.
Check you all on out. The respecter got a
Arrivederci.
the respecter has I didn't get to you said you send it to me on in the email as well, the respecter. The respecter.
Another time, man. You're not to play it now.
We're not gonna be here for 3 weeks. So I
That's
was
fine. By that time, it released already.
so why am I to play it after it release?
I said next 3 weeks, it release.
But me can't play it when it release.
But this was a recording,
Sure,
pre-release.
sure. Let me find. I'm gonna touch you all a little bit with what the respecter have here. The respecter new song out. What's the name of this one, the respecter?
Ja first, of
Ja
course,
first.
of course.
Ja
Mm.
first. So check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play it from my phone because he didn't send it to me to my email.
I did. I didn't send you an email. I sent you a Gmail.
You didn't send it to my Gmail. You didn't send it to my Gmail because I don't have it. The last thing is April that I got from you, Mr. Darespecta. So I don't have it. So yeah, I don't have anything new from you, sir. So yeah, I'm gonna play it from here, and you all listen to it. Tell me what you all feeling. It's called Ja First, and I'm vibes in this one. The respect, I'm vibes in this one. I'm vibes in
I'm vibing myself.
it. You know, must. You know, must. Why not? You know, must vibes it, sir. All right.
We still on the air?
Yeah, we're still on the air. What's the problem? Why you rushing? We're not gonna be on the air for three
I'm not
weeks.
rushing. I'm just asking.
We're not gonna be on the air for 3 weeks. So we just chit
I'm just
chatting.
but that's fine with me. I'm
We
just
all right,
asking.
cool. We just the respecter. Let me
Hey,
see. Um, I'm not sure. I'm not seeing it. You erasing?
you having a hard time pulling it up.
Okay, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here go the respecter. This one is called
And you know
Jaffers.
what? When we come back, we got to find out why they had the debate in Georgia.
All right, for real. For real. That's true.
Yep, for real.
The low man, that low body.
We can't get it no higher. Hold on. It's not getting no higher.
It's low.
I know, but because I'm doing it from my telephone.
Yeah, that low body.
I'm doing it from my
Well,
telephone, but
just
you
send
know
it
what?
to me, and I'll listen to it. So.
Yes, send it to me, Respecta.
Yeah, and we'll listen to it.
Yeah, he's on
It's
me.
up now.
Over me. All day long. Night time comes around. I'm still connected. Feel away. I put in first. In everything I do. This side, this side. Yeah, yeah. Boy, boy. It ain't hard to do. Just accept the Father, the over. You got to. You have to know that. He's there for you. Through all your situation. Fatheration. Superation. Yes. One foot ahead, me say put one foot ahead. Stay put and fear. And what is this? I love to lead and guide you. I love to lead and guide you. I love to lead and guide you. Gotta make sure you yeah. Ain't no joke in here. Ain't no joke. This side with another
You
shine.
played it.
Yeah, he's on me. Cover me. Next time, people. Good night.
Yeah, that one sound good.
Good
Go ahead.
night.
I'm still protected. Get away.
Good
I
night,
brought in
Katie.
fast. Everything
Good
I
night,
do.
Thomas. Good night, to respect.
This side, this side. Yeah, yeah. Boy, boy. It ain't hard to do. Accept the Father, the over. Got to. You have to know that. Have fun later, day.
Go ahead, finish up the song.
One foot ahead, me say put one foot ahead. Stay put and fear. And God will bless you. I don't believe in guide you. I don't believe in guide you. I don't believe in guide you. Yeah, ain't no joking on you. When it comes to you, yeah, ain't no joking on you. You see us. Got to be right true. I'm looking at your heart. Expand your mind all the time. Looking at your heart. Expand your mind all the time. Where the wind is. Listen, yeah. throughout the day. Now the time comes around, blessings to the one, going to you. Fareway, and the family be blessing, praising, glorifying, lift him up, 'cause he's worthy, yeah, he's worthy, right true. You got some crazy, brother, yeah. You got to trust him, believe him, call on him. Ask him for favor, forgiveness, and body. He can bless you with your freedom. Yeah. Stop playing one like the devil. See, Almighty God, we call upon. Almighty God, we rely upon. Yeah. Almighty God, in my heart and my soul. Yeah. He's in control for all time. Don't be tired, don't be arrogant, don't be nice. You want better, got to work hard. You want better, you got to be better. You want better, you have to have better. Brother, sister, yeah. Yeah, work your money and spend out your money on one day. No, it'll go so. Yeah, you do see. Respect and manners are nothing but love for you, Lady and Queen and Donna and Acid and all the females them and Minot and everybody who watch and listen with manners. I respect, I rate you, love you.
Love you too, my brother. Blessings.